Welcome everyone. This is Amy Engelmark, and you are a part of the Healthy Wealthy Leader webinar series. This happens every week on Wednesdays from 11 a.m., and you know you're in the right place if you are an entrepreneur or a community or a business leader and you're feeling like you're getting to that point where you're tired, feeling worn out, or maybe you've even hit a place where you are burnt out and you're done with everything. You just feel like all of the rising, increasing responsibilities on your plate are eating up all of your time and you don't have enough time anymore for the things that are important to you. You're in the right place if that's how you feel. You're also in the right place if you've become so successful and so busy that your health has taken the back burner and you're not able to make time for exercise or eating healthy anymore. You are in the right place as well. This webinar series covers topics that are very diverse, but we focus on three main things. I help you get your time back. So the things that you want to be spending your time on, I show you how you can make more time to pursue those things that are important to you. I also show you how to decrease your stress and increase your energy level. Not some out there woo-woo stuff about increasing your energy levels. I mean how you feel in your body, how much energy you have, how happy you are, and how focused your mind is. So if you notice that you are lacking focus and that you're distracted all of the time and that you're feeling overwhelmed, you're in the right place. We also cover this topic. If you're building a business, if you've been in business for years and years and years, if you lead a team and your focus is to increase your sales and increase your income, you're in the right place. So those are the three main topics we deal with: time, health, and wealth. How you can increase in all of those areas. If you're just joining the webinar, I invite you to put your name and where you're from in the chat room, and we'll move forward. I'm going to have a sip of my tea, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself while you're doing that. I see that you're joining, people are joining right now. I have a family of two boys. They're 9 and 11. Their names are Gavin and Simon. And my husband. Super happy that we are able to spend so much time together, that we are able to play so much outside. So we spend a lot of our time outside, and I build my coaching practice and help my clients privately as well as in groups. I run the Healthy Wealthy Leader webinar series as well as the Healthy Wealthy Leader group coaching program. It's a 6-month-long program. For those of you who are just joining, please put your name and where you're from in the chat box, and we can jump into today's focus. The focus of today's class is on how leaders fail to plan for success. So if you are a leader and you're not planning for success, then like the old quote says, if you fail to plan, then you're going to plan to fail. And you don't want that. You want to be able to move your business, your organization to the next level effectively. You want to be able to take your own personal health and relationships to the place you want them to be. And without a plan, that's really difficult to do. That's why today's topic is so pertinent to this time of year, because so many of us need to think about 2017, where we want to take our businesses, where we want to, how we want to feel, how we want to look, what we want our relationships to look like. So now is the time during this half an hour or so with me to really get serious and put away anything else that would distract you. Grab a pen and paper so that we can hop into our training today. for those of you who are on live with me, every time I host a class, I also give away a free book. So today's book is called The 5-Minute Journal. For those of you who are on live, you have an opportunity to win this journal if you tell me the answer at the end of the call to my question. So stay on live with me. For those of you who are watching the replay, I'm going to put the link to the first 2 chapters of my upcoming book. It's called From Burnout to Bliss, the 21-day plan to boost your health, your wealth, and your free time. So those 2 chapters have an action step in each chapter. So I'm going to invite you, it's pretty bright. I was just getting distracted. I'm going to invite you to really implement that action step because it's going to lead you towards having more health, more wealth, and more free time. I'm going to close this a little bit because I think it might be, oh no, it's fine. You can still see me. Let's hop into our training. You can let me know what gold nuggets you're taking away from today's training. So some people think that planning is dead, that it's not necessary, and that it's not really helpful. Some people feel like they've had success before, so why do they need to plan for success now? Here, let me just, give me 1 second here. I'm just going to make it so that it's not so bright in my face. There we go. So some people think, well, changes happen so quickly and things are changing all the time. If I create a plan, then I can't be flexible, and that's not true. You can have flexibility in your plan, but if you don't have any kind of a structure to lead you towards achieving the goals that you have, then there's a much lower percentage that you're actually going to achieve those goals without a plan. So that's why a plan is so important. It provides the framework and the direction that you need in order to achieve really big goals. First, we're going to look at why some leaders fail to plan, what holds people back from planning, and what propels people towards success. Why you need a plan, and some strategies that will really help you ignite results in your own business or your own health or relationships, depending on what kind of strategic plan you're creating. Is it for your personal life or is it for your business life? The first reason why some people fail to plan is that they don't like constraints. And I can understand this perspective because I'm someone who likes to fly by the seat of their pants, to be spontaneous, but I have learned something very important. And it is that if you always live carefree like that, you are highly at risk for never feeling like you've achieved much. You can have a lot of fun living that way, and you can still feel carefree when you have a plan. It doesn't have to feel like a constraint. It's just a framework to provide direction. So think of it that way. The second reason why some people fail to plan is they feel like they don't have enough time to plan. And this happens when you're a CEO, you're a leader of a team, you're a business owner trying to do everything yourself, you're not delegating. That will make you feel like you don't have enough time to plan. And when you get to that point, time for anything seems tight. So that's another reason why some people don't plan, is they feel they don't have the time. The truth about that, though, is if you want to continue to see success at greater levels in your personal or business life, you need to incorporate a plan or you won't be able to sustain that kind of success. The last reason why some people fail to plan is because they are lacking self-discipline. This is an easy thing to solve. because self-discipline can be built upon. You can strengthen your self-discipline muscles just like anything else in your body by practice. The more you practice, the more self-disciplined you're going to be. Oh my goodness. Well, this video is just going to have a lot of sunlight in it. So look at your strengths and your weaknesses and work on your goals. That will help you increase your self-discipline and help you create a plan for your life and for your business. When you are creating a strategic plan, you need to define clearly where you want to see yourself in the future. So that's your first step. Where are you right now? So write down this question: where am I right now in my business life? What kind of results am I seeing right now? Where is my health right now? So you could apply this strategic planning to any area of your life. If it's your personal relationships, if it's your health, if it's your business that you want to see different results in. Choose one area for today and ask yourself that first question. Write it down. Where am I right now? What's actually showing up in my life right now? What does my business look like right now? Identify the current state. Sometimes this is hard to do because you're subjective in your business or your personal life, and looking at your life or your business from an objective perspective requires you to step out of your business or personal life and look at it from this helicopter point of view. Next, you want to ask yourself, what are my goals? So where do I see myself in the future? Do you see yourself being a leading expert in your industry? Do you see yourself being a very positive person, encouraging others, and super healthy, making time for things that are really important to you? Where do you see yourself in the future? Do you see yourself in a loving, romantic relationship with someone who cherishes you deeply, who listens to you, who communicates clearly? And who would you need to be in order for you to have all of those things? So clearly outline what kind of future you see for your business or your personal life. This gives you a gauge to measure your progress against. The third step is outlining what will your action plan be. This is where your strategy comes in. If you're working on your health, what would be an exciting, adventurous, or fun way to get to those health goals? If you're working on your business, what kind of strategies are going to help you achieve those goals? You need to look at your strengths, because if you're trying to implement strategies where you don't feel capable or where you feel weak, those strategies aren't going to be as effective in helping you achieve your goals. So make sure that you align your strengths with your strategies. If you don't take into account this kind of analysis of yourself, then you're going to be doing a lot of work and putting a lot of time and effort into applying these strategies to achieve your goals, and you might not be as successful as you want to be. Something really important that some people don't take time for is to create a budget. For myself, it's so important for me to see where my money is going. As a business owner, this is a crucial part of running your own business. This also applies to strategic goal setting, strategic planning. Let me have a sip of water here. I'm recovering from a cold, so I need to keep hydrated. Budgeting. If I don't set a budget for my family, then I'm just going to keep spending money, and I'm not going to be wise. I'm not going to be in the know about where my money is going. It's not a great place to be. It's not a great way to live life when you are not managing your money properly. The same goes with your business. You need to have a budget. You need to have a budget for where you're going to spend your money so that you're not wasting your money and spending it on strategies that aren't going to help you in the long run reach the long-term goals that you want to reach. So what will your budget be? 2 more points to consider today is, when will you review your goals? When are you going to review this plan? The reviewing component of strategic planning is so important. It's very important because typically most of us in business, we don't make the time to plan. Then we don't make the time to review our plans. Why would you review a plan? Because you want to see what kind of progress you're making. Are the strategies working that you chose to implement? Maybe you're going to adjust your goal a little bit because you've had clarity over the past 3 months. So if you don't review, then you're going to miss on really important learning that's come up in the last 3 months. This opportunity to review your plan is crucial. It needs to go in your calendar. You need to make time for it because it is important. It's going to help you achieve your goals. If you don't review your plan, you're going to get to the end of the year and you're going to notice that you could have taken advantage of opportunities had you reviewed your plan. So the reviewing process is really important. So are your behaviors. Think about it. Anyone that you admire, that's an inspiration to you, they have a certain set of behaviors that you may or may not have picked up on that you want to adopt as a leader moving forward to be able to have a really successful 2017. So I'm going to share with you what some of those behaviors are so that you can adopt them if you don't have them already. One of them is you need to choose to be a lifetime learner, to never stop learning. You need to choose to learn from those people that you admire and are inspired by. Those are the people you want to cultivate relationships with. Because to achieve your goals, usually you need other people. You need to be in relationship with other people in order for you to achieve your goals. So I want to ask you, who do you want to build relationships with? You need to be someone who others can communicate with, and you'll take the time to listen to them. That is crucial in any relationship. Being able to communicate clearly and listen on a deep level so that people feel heard and understood. Here's a few more behaviors. Oh, these are so important. 2 more. One is to be a person who is positive. Can you imagine trying to achieve your goals, lead a team, parent children, be in a relationship, a marriage, a romantic relationship, and not be positive? How happy or enjoyable or purposeful of an existence are you going to be living if you are a negative person? There are so many cons to being a negative person. One of them is poor health. There is scientific research that backs up the fact that the more positive you are, the less likely you are to have a whole slew of diseases. Stress is related to such a high amount of physical ailments, you would be so surprised. Many of you probably already know. So become someone who's positive. Some people think, well, if you're positive, then you're just ignoring the realities of life. And that's not true. Positive people still see that there are negative, unhealthy things happening in the world and in their own lives. but they're not ignoring it. They're choosing to adopt a perspective that's helpful, healthy, and empowering instead of unhealthy, disempowering, and limiting. So what kind of a person do you want to be? Do you want to be positive? Do you want to have excellent health? Or do you want to be negative and pessimistic and cynical? It's your choice. The last behavior that leaders have who are very successful is that they take calculated risks. So who do you know who's really successful and they play it safe? I would be very surprised if you could tell me someone who has been so creative and innovative, been so successful with their income, with the impact they make with their work, in their personal relationships, and the two just don't go hand in hand. You can't have success like that and not be willing to risk. So my challenge for you today is to choose to be a calculated risk taker. Because people who are highly successful know that they might fail. They know that they might screw up. They know that they aren't perfect. And they're willing to be innovative and creative and go over and above, even if it means they might look stupid. So you get my point? You want to take calculated risks. You're going to be so much more successful in your planning if you do. What have you taken away from today's training? These master classes are for you. So I love to hear your feedback. If you're someone who has felt like you need to make a change in your business or personal life, and all you need is the support and accountability, and you need the knowledge and mentorship of someone who's gone before you, who has what you want. If you know that there is no perfect timing for you to make this change, but the best timing is today, then I am here to support you. I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs through workshops, through private coaching, group coaching, these webinars, to overcome such big challenges. I have helped my clients take more time off when they felt like they had no extra time. I have helped them turn around their thinking and transform their thought life so that instead of being caught in a negative mental cycle, now they're free to look at themselves from a positive perspective. And when that starts happening, you can start creating this balance and quality life that you've been craving. If you're somebody who wants to be making more money, you want to be able to increase your own productivity and the productivity of your team. You want to be able to create a culture in your business that supports the values that are most important to you. I have helped so many clients do this. I'm really good at it, and I invite you to take an hour with me. I have 3 available call times, and I don't offer a lot of these calls because it's precious. My time is precious. I'm a mom, I'm a businesswoman. My coaching calendar is very full. My speaking calendar is very full. So if you know that it's time for you to make a change and you want to talk to somebody who can give you objective feedback on your situation and help you understand what kind of action steps you would need to start taking, then there's no obligation, no pressure. I'm here to help you. So reach out to me. I'm going to put my email address where you can reach out to me. It's amy@amyengelmark.com. Make sure. amy@amyengelmark.com. And if you know that you don't want to be experiencing your present situation anymore. You're tired of feeling unhealthy. You're tired of feeling stretched for time and super stressed. And you just want to be able to have more fun and more adventure. You want to be able to scale your business and make more money. That is the area that I'm really good at helping people in. So let me know if you'd like my support. If you would like to contact me and have some time with me, it would be my pleasure. Please do not wait too long. You are doing yourself a disservice if you know that now is the time to change and you don't do anything about it. You can trust me. I have helped so many people in these areas. I'm sending you all of my love, and I hope you've really enjoyed this training. Please pass it on to anyone that it would help. Share it on social media, email it to a friend, because I'd like to help them as well. Okay, have a great day. Take care.